Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolfe.
It was a warm day across the state line. Many spots made their way well into the 80s and even a few spots into the low 90s here today. Many spots actually got pretty close to that mark, including in Rockford, the 90-degree mark officially. Rochelle, 90 degrees. DeKalb, 91 for their high, as well as Janesville. Only 87 and 88 in Monroe and Freeport, respectively, as we got to the peak time of heating, and they actually had some rain showers that were working their way through the area. Now, temperatures across the board have been a little bit cooler. Many spots down into the 70s. 78 now in Rockford, 74 in DeKalb, 73 in Rochelle, 71 in Freeport, and 81 still in Janesville, despite their dew point remaining a little bit on the lower side, down in the 40s. Dew points in the 60s, though, when we look further out to the west, where they ended up picking up a little bit more of that rain earlier today. Our SkyTrack camera overlooking Beloit, Wisconsin, showing off some of these cloudier skies, giving way to a little bit more of the clearing. We still see some sunshine just a little bit out there in the distance as the sun continues to set later and later here into the evening. Those rain showers that we had that have been working their way through the area earlier today, now pushing further off to the west, also fizzling now that the sun has set. They ran out of energy for them, as that continues to remain the case here later on this evening. Skies continuing to get clearer and clearer as well. Those clear skies will allow our temperatures to fall back a little bit quicker now, as we're down into the 60s for the overnight low. 61 degrees officially is where we fall to here in Rockford. Some fairly mild temperatures, but we do get right back up into the 90s for the afternoon tomorrow. A very similar day to what we saw today, but we're a little bit lower on the humidity side of things, and that will also lead to some slightly lower coverage in those rain chances that we have for tomorrow afternoon. Even so, we could see a few very isolated showers during the afternoon. Futurecast continues to clear us out for the evening tonight. Temperatures falling back down into the 60s. But that lake breeze, in association with the temperatures warming back up into the upper 80s and low 90s once again, could allow for some of those very, very spotty showers and even a few storms to fire off during the early to middle part of the afternoon tomorrow. Once again, those fizzle out once the sun goes down, leaving us once again with some clear skies as we get into Sunday. Then we have another chance for some rain showers that come in on Monday night going into Tuesday. That does also bring our temperatures down with the cold front that comes in. So just for the next few days, we're still looking at upper 80s and low 90s Saturday, Sunday, and going into Monday. But after that, things cool down quite a bit, dropping back down to 80 degrees on Tuesday, and then back down closer to normal for this time of year, back into the upper 70s as we get into the back half of the week. In addition, with the very, very warm temperatures that we've been having, we've also been lacking a lot of rainfall. In the month of May, we only ended up seeing 2 inches of rain. That's actually our driest May in Rockford since 2012. Only 18% of Mays on record have had either 2 inches of rain or less than that. And the last time that we had more than 1/10 of an inch of rain was 2 weeks ago. That was May 19th. So we definitely need the rain, and that also shows when we look at our drought monitor that was released yesterday, with some spots seeing the expansion of those abnormally dry conditions, also introducing that moderate drought in far southeastern McHenry County. The dry conditions probably not going to go away anytime, at least in the very short term. The Climate Prediction Center outlook still favoring below normal precipitation amounts as we get into the next week or so of June. In the short term, things also looking pretty dry. Temperatures on the warmer side as well. 92 degrees for tomorrow, back down to 87 once we get into Sunday. Our next slight chance for rain does come as we get into Monday, Jess, but then things cool off and remain dry as we get into the end of the week.